Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. It's Pav Bamber here for PSB Sports, and with me on the line, I've got a very special guest today. It's former boxer, Mr. Darren Hamilton, former British light welterweight champion as well, Mr. Darren Hamilton. Darren, thank you so much for talking to PSB Sports. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Good to hear, Darren. Good to hear. So, Darren, firstly, obviously, prior to your retirement, you were British light welterweight champion. How amazing of an achievement was that for you, my friend?
So again, one more time.
How amazing of an achievement was it for you as a boxer to become British light welterweight champion when you won it?
God, I can't think of anything else I've done in my life bigger than winning the British title at short notice with a fluke.
Sure. I mean, absolutely. I mean, I can imagine. And of course, now you've retired. How's everything for you now in retirement? Do you miss anything about the sport now that you're out of the game?
I miss the dedication. I miss the purpose that I had. You know, I thought that my purpose was there to show people that who are told that they can't do anything. They can't achieve something in life. I thought that my purpose. I feel like my purpose is not as significant anymore. So yeah. So the focus, the discipline, and the purpose really.
Absolutely. And now you're not boxing, Darren. Is there anything you're doing now out of the sport that you weren't doing whilst you were boxing?
I'm doing a lot of personal training.
Okay.
Before I was training people, I think I was just teaching people boxing. I wasn't doing personal training. Now I'm a level 3 personal trainer, so that's different now.
Sure.
No, I can't really think. Yeah. Oh yeah. They're obviously doing something different. I'm not running as much. I'm eating what I want.
Yeah. Exactly. You haven't got to worry about making 140 anymore. So yeah, that always helps.
No, of course.
Yeah, you haven't got to be 140 pounds. No, that's good. That's good. Darren, obviously the last loss you had in your career was against Curtis Woodhouse in Hull, and for the fans, that was a great fight to watch. Like, from a trade perspective, clash of styles. I can still recall now watching that back in 2014, and literally I was on the edge of my seat. It was a real great good fight. Some people questioned the actual decision. A lot of people thought that you actually won that fight, but some people thought Curtis won. How do you look back on that fight, Darren?
I look back on it and I think to myself, a lot of the things were wrong about everything. Just the mere fact that obviously the politics behind it, story, and me being a matchroom fighter. Sure. I know how much power Eddie Hearn has got, and for me to leave that arena over close, and if you whatever way you view it, it'll be close. Some people say it's close, but I still won it by 3 rounds. And if that was the case, even if it looked like I lost it by 3 rounds, I still should have got the decision if I was a matchroom fighter. So I look at it differently every time I look back on it. But I don't look on it with regret or bitterness. I'd say it is what it is, man. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is.
Sure.
But like I said, the hunger that I had in the Ado Anwar fight, and how aggressive I was in my preparation for the Ado Anwar fight. If that guy who was fighting Ado Anwar was in the fight with Curtis Woodhouse, I would have stopped him. Do you know what I mean? I would have completely shut him out. Do you know what I mean? I would have completely shut him out. But like I said, it is what it is. And I also look at things and think to myself, if that was the case with me losing the fight, I knew that I took something away from Curtis Woodhouse, because I always believe he was never the same after that fight either. Do you know what I mean? So his next performance wasn't great. But yeah, I don't want to sound bitter and say, oh yeah, man, I should have got the decision. It's like, I do honestly believe that I could have done a lot more in that fight to shut him out or stop him. Yeah. So I accept it for what it is.
No, sure, and of course, it's like you say, you're fighting on a matchroom card, and you're a fighter of Eddie Hearn's and Matchroom. Was your obviously when you were with Matchroom, your relationship with them was perfect, but after you left, was everything still fine, or was anything a bit bitter, or was everything left on amicable terms?
Like I said, there wasn't. Eddie Hearn doesn't deal with you unless he needs you anyway.
Say again, sorry?
It's like, how my experience, my understanding of it is I don't want to say too much because I'm going to put it in my autobiography.
Sure.
My autobiography is based on I think. Does that make sense?
Sure.
I don't put too much about what I think on Facebook because I've got like 5,000 friends, and again, I don't want to put something I don't want to put too much negative stuff that people are going to see. But in my book, I'm going to give it to what I think, and a lot of my relationship with Eddie Hearn is like kind of like, he's there for, listen say this, he's there for certain type of fighters, but he's not there for other fighters. That makes sense. And I just think I was basically forced upon him, which he didn't really want me anyway. And kind of like, he's got his agenda. He had his agenda. And the next time, and my relationship wasn't great. It looked like it was great. It wasn't great. It was great for that one fight. And then obviously, when he needed me again, which is for the Tyrone Nurse, because Tyrone Nurse obviously became the boogeyman, and then they needed him to fight Tyrone Nurse. When they wanted, they answered the phone to me finally, but he never would answer the phone to me before. So then, but when Tyrone Nurse got lost to Dave Ryan, and Dave Ryan didn't want to fight me, the phone went dead again. I was like, well, I can't contact this guy. So he blatantly showed me then that he blatantly showed me that it's all about I'll answer the phone to you when I need you. So that's basically my relationship that he had.
Right. Okay. I mean, I never knew it was on that particular level, but okay. Moving on. Anyway. So.
Tell me if I've gone off the question.
No, Dory. Darren, it's all good, man. Speak your mind. Okay. Speak your mind, Dory. Literally, okay. on my channel, the floor is to the boxer. They can say what they want. It's up to them, totally, man. Totally up to the boxer. So Darren, on Saturday night, on Channel 5, Chris Eubank Jr. fought Nip Blackwell in arguably one of the best fights we've seen in British boxing history.
Oh, amazing! Amazing. That was amazing.
I mean, I was there live, ringside at Wembley Arena, working as media that night, and to watch that fight from ringside was just unbelievable. I mean, the war that those guys went through was just unbelievable.
Oh, it was amazing. It was amazing.
Literally two guys with huge hearts, but obviously there was an absolute tragedy that occurred with Nip Blackwell, who's now unfortunately in a coma. Nip Blackwell's such a nice guy, a real nice, humble, genuine guy. I've spoken to him on a few occasions. Darren, first of all, do you think the fight should have been stopped earlier? And secondly, bearing in mind now what's happened to Nip Blackwell, is there anything that the British Boxing Board of Control can do to prevent this from happening again?
To be honest, I think the British board, the boxing board, has done everything. I mean, they've got paramedics by the ring. They have a doctor that checks the fight, each corner. I think that was great refereeing for him to see that his eye was impaired. There was no indication in that fight to make you think that fight needed to be stopped, because every time he was taking an onslaught, he'd come back with shots.
Sure.
No, like I said, it is just one of those things. That is just the truth of the matter,
I mean, fingers crossed, everyone just hopes and prays that Blackwell makes a full recovery. And also today I was at the David Hay press conference, and David Hay said that he's going to donate 10% of the ticket sales towards the Blackwell fund. I think it's a fundraiser that certain boxers are doing. I think Kell Brook and Adam Etches are doing a fundraiser, so or some sort of thing. So David Hay's going to put 10% of his ticket sales towards that. Yeah, which is a great, really great cause.
Boxers are the best sports people on the planet. Come on, man. I mean, we're the best people. We've got the greatest personalities, and we've got the greatest understanding for other fighters. So I think that's remarkable. I think it's amazing that that David Hay would donate 10% of his purse. That's amazing. Yeah,
exactly. It's top class. But just fingers crossed. Blackwell makes a full and healthy recovery.
100%. I think he deserves. He definitely deserves a second chance in life. Obviously, I wouldn't want to see him fight again, but he definitely deserves a second chance in life. And I think a fighter like that, I think we've got similar stories as well.
Sure.
I think that anything he pursues or he participates in, he's going to be great, because he's a fighter, man. He's a fighter in life, and I do want to think that he's going to pull through this induced coma that he's been put in.
Fingers crossed, Darren. Fingers crossed indeed. Darren, there's a pretty big fight coming up in the super lightweight division.
Very aware.
Yeah, very big fight. Adrian Broner versus the UK's Ashley Theophane. Obviously, Theophane with Floyd Mayweather's company, TMT, the money team. Adrian Broner, WBA super lightweight champion. Darren, you've obviously previously defeated Ashley Theophane previously. So, having said that, if you were Adrian Broner's trainer today, what would your game plan be to Adrian Broner in order to defeat Ashley Theophane? Bearing in mind you've actually already beaten him.
I think Adrian Broner is an excellent boxer. I think he should just stick to what he's doing.
Sure.
He shouldn't. For one, the main thing is I'll be training Adrian Broner like he's fighting a world class fighter. Because I do actually believe Ashley Theophane is turned into a world class fighter. So I don't think that he should step this forward. That could work against him underestimating Ashley. Do you know what I mean? He really needs to take. First thing and foremost, he needs to take him serious. Sure. Secondly, they have to realize.
Hello?
Sorry, my phone's on.
Okay, sorry, go on, Karen.
Yeah, and the fact that I think the game plan for Ashley and his team is they're gonna try and throw more punches.
Okay.
So what they need to focus on is allow Ashley to go to the body and counter with the right uppercut. So that's why I saw that the shot. I saw that when Ashley goes to the body, he leaves his head open. So I think that if I was in Broner's corner, that's what I'd be telling Broner to do.
Okay, wow, and also from a previous fighter. In your opinion, what are the strengths and weaknesses of Broner and Theophane? What do both of them do well, and what are their vulnerabilities as well? Where do both need to improve on, and what are their strengths? Would you say?
Wow, that's a good question. I think, like I said, Ashley's a workhorse. I reckon he's definitely got a better engine than Broner,
right?
And he comes on stronger in the later rounds. But funny enough, Broner comes on strong in the late rounds as well. Do you know what I mean? He pulls out late as well. What Ashley does that's different now, which I've noticed since we fought, is that he throws 3 or 2 shots and then he kind of like defends after he throws the 3, or he pulls. And I think that's very effective. That could be very effective in this fight because, I think that Broner does throw a lot of counter shots, so that could be very effective. We know Broner's slick. We know Broner puts his shots together very well, and he's a puncher. You know what I mean? So
sure.
So those are the attributes.
And finally,
I think to be honest, I think that's going to be a really great fight to watch. There's a very good clash of styles, isn't it?
Of course, I mean, it's a fan's treat. A real good two clash styles. It's like you say, Theophane's a real worker. He'll go in there and he'll grind it out if he has to. And obviously, Adrian Broner, that slick boxer, he likes to behind the guard, pick his points and keep on moving. His fight against when he fought Khabib Alikaverdiev, that was a real impressive performance because then he went back to basics, his old boxing style, and that was when Broner was successful, when he was just picking points off his opponents. That's when he was best. So to see him go back to what he originally was so good at against Alikaverdiev, that was very impressive to see, wasn't it?
Very impressive. Very impressive.
Absolutely. And Darren, obviously, finally, if you had to predict a winner for that fight, would it be Broner or Theophane, and why?
To be honest, I don't know what. Because I go by my feeling, yeah.
Yeah.
And my feeling, I just feel that it's just the right time for Theophane. I just feel like it's the right time for Theophane, and I believe in the universe, and I know that Ashley understands the universe. That makes sense. That's why all the stuff that he's put in, all the things that he's been through, his journey. I'm going to the bookies on this one.
Wow, really?
I believe in the underdog. I'm a believer. Do you know what I mean? A lot of people are like, no, bro. People always look at the obvious, but I don't believe in the obvious. I'm a believer, so I'm going to the bookies on this one.
Wow. Okay.
So I reckon Theophane on points.
Theophane on points. Okay, that's a bold statement, but fair enough.
Theophane on points. A man's confidence. See when a man got how confident Theophane looks. And having someone like Floyd Mayweather in your corner.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? That could, and the fact that Floyd was cool with Broner, that's all them mind games could work against a man. You know what I mean? I think all that. I think that is a massive advantage for Theophane, having someone like Mayweather believing in you, the greatest fighter of all time, one of the greatest fighters of all time, and the greatest fighter of our modern era. Giving you the confidence to tell you that you can win.
Indeed.
Can you imagine that? Can you imagine the greatest fighter of our era telling you that you can win, and he's dissing his old boy for you? That could prove vital.
It certainly could, and obviously Darren as well. I interviewed Spencer Theophane the other day on Saturday night at Wembley Arena. He was obviously always in your corner when you fought. Obviously, you guys were very good friends, and are you guys still in touch?
Second.
Are you and Spencer Theophane still in touch?
Me and Spencer are still close.
Love that. Great to hear. Great to hear.
Me and Spencer are still close. We talk regularly, innit?
Great to hear. I interviewed him on Saturday. Really, really nice guy. So I love to hear that. Really good. Really, really good to hear.
Yeah.
Fantastic stuff. Fantastic. Darren, I want to say thank you so much for giving me some of your time this Wednesday evening, and fingers crossed we can speak again soon, bro. Fingers crossed.
Wicked. Thanks for the interview. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Thank you very much.
Absolutely, bro. No problem at all. Anytime.
Okay, cheers.
All the best. Bye bye. Take care.